focus is on Patrick Queen. He got a chance to rest and heal up last week on the bye. It's the Commanders and the JAX. All that and more coming up next on EA Sports.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Washington Commanders. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Washington team as they enter play here. They come in on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And this coaching staff has to be pleased with how their defense played last week. They held their opponents to 3 points, and that was it. If they get anything comparable to that performance, this one's in the bag.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Jaguars, we're in October now, so everybody should be coming into form, shouldn't they?
They really should, and what you have now is a full routine established about what you want to get done and full focus on the season.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Taken in at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Reeves, he'll dump that off to Gibson, complete. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Well, hang on here a second. On 3rd down, Reeves. And he will find Winslow on the left side, complete. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Still leaves him with 4th and short. Any chance you go for it?
It's definitely in the back of my mind. In fact, I've discussed it with my staff all week long, different situations that I may want to go for it. Where's the ball in the field? Do I have confidence in my trigger guy? What am I going to do? I'm also talking about my analytics department. What are the odds? If I don't get it, what's it going to do to me the rest of the game? Personally, I end up taking all that, putting it in my head and making a decision, and you know me, I'm probably going to go for it.
Wow, Trey, you want to make an opening drive statement.
Yes, I do. Once I have the ball and I've got it on the move, I don't want to just give up that easily.
So here are the Jaguars now with a long field ahead. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule. Now they're going to get about 3 here out of this 1st down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. From the 17, Lawrence. Looking middle, and that's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route. and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Lawrence. And the pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Chase Young in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Throwing to start the drive. Reeves. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game.
Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The 1st sack of the game for them comes on the 1st play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a 1st down now, playing behind the sticks.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Operating from the gun, Reeves.
Got this complete to Jahan Dotson.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Throwing on 3rd and long, Reeves.
Oh, he's going up top for Wilson.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Washington.
In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And you think on 3rd down, they'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks. And I think they caught the defense flat-footed as a result because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
And you can see in the next-gen stats, that one 62 yards in the air.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays.
And Garrett Wilson capped things off with a touchdown grab.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Yeah, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25.
So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year?
It's Jackson again on the reception.
They'll try to run for it. Here's Williams.
And this will be a Jaguars 1st down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A 5-yard gain on the play. And the Jaguars 1st down.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. From the 41, Lawrence. He'll hit Jackson complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Here's Lawrence. He'll air this one out for Kirk. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there. No return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Reeves. He finds Wilson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there. 26 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
That nearly trouble, but it's incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it, and it'll be 2nd down.
To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Back to throw again. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
So they will wave off the flag and let the completion stand.
Really great job by the receiver fighting through all the contact and still coming down with the football. All that great work in practice being put into the game.
He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Richardson. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Reeves. That's going to be caught. Touchdown.
Jahan Dotson.
His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Commanders have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead.
An excellent, long, sustained offensive drive. And now they can look across the field and see a defense that looks a little bit beaten down. Right now, as an offensive coordinator, you're thinking to yourself, can I dial up the knockout punch?
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. So that drives 7 plays in length.
And it was Jahan Dotson with a touchdown catch to finish things off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence.
Flushed out right, and he's left with no option here but to throw it away. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Now Lawrence.
Flush to his right, and he'll just get rid of it.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker will be gone?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That third down conversion, good for 23.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Well, this Washington defense, Charles, terrific in the victory a week ago.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
Williams going to get it again on second down. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Jags with the football to begin the second quarter. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure to give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 36. The third down conversion is successful. Give them 12 yards that time.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first half, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Well, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Another try after the first down sack. Lawrence. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
Throw right side, complete to Williams. He's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Ouch, you thought you had the defensive stand. Roughing the passer wipes it out.
What does every defense talk about? 3 and out, right? Thought they were able to get off the field. Not so.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence again. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Montez Sweat. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop it. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. These sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Now Lawrence. And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
Well, you can just see this one coming, couldn't you? It's an obvious passing situation, 3rd and long. The defense is going to bring in 2 more defensive backs and say, you want to throw? Go ahead. We dare you. And there's just no one open anywhere as they come away with the interception.
Well, here we go on the next drive for Washington. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
To throw on 2nd down, Reeves steps away to his left, and he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd. From the gun on 3rd down, Reeves. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get down.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
Gibson here running out of the gun.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Reeves. Complete. It's Dotson. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down. Looking to throw. Reeves. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Reeves.
He's going to drop this one down to Gibson.
He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield.
Washington on 3rd down.
They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. He'll get this one complete to Winslow.
And he's going to have a Commander's 1st down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
They brought in a heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a 1st down.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Now a draw play. Richardson. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Operating from the gun. Reeves. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play, as we'll get a timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Washington going to send out their punter.
They'll boot it away from about his 35. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
Yeah, he said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And, boy, this defense, again, really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Now Lawrence down around his goal line. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jamin Davis. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Throwing to start the drive. Reeves. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A handoff for Gibson. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Reeves. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
The Commanders going to bring out the field goal unit. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Takes it at the 7. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
Lawrence's throw there complete to Rodgers.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
It's brought in left side by Tate. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 5. And that's going to bring up the 4th down. On is the punter, Brian Anger, to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
Westbrook now on the return.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Operating from the gun, Reeves, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down, Reeves, and the Jags get to him as down he goes. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Washington going to send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw taken in here by Jackson. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Lawrence will throw. And he floated one out there incomplete. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had a big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the shotgun, Lawrence. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Commanders back out late in this first half. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. Here's Gibson to start the drive. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now the Commanders going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Looking to throw. Reeves. Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Throwing on 1st down, Reeves. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. And that'll be complete to the running back, Gibson. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach!
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the league here in the unofficial midway point, Week 8 of the NFL season. We'll get started up at...
Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
He'll hand this to Williams to start things out.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Now that's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Now on 2nd and 16. Lawrence. This one complete to Christian Kirk.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do in that one as a receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
And it's Washington that scoops it up. Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half, and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
Well, it reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
Following the fumble recovery, Reeves.
Out left to Dotson.
He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it second down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. Back to throw. Reeves. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard. Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
A toss to the wide side. This is Williams.
And he carries this one past the midfield stripe and into Commander territory.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Lawrence.
He'll hit Jackson complete.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Well, look what we have here. A sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Here's Lawrence.
And completes it to Kirk over the middle.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Lawrence going to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be marked out right at the 20-yard line. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Now they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. Rodgers brings it in. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Throwing again on 2nd down. Lawrence. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Now Lawrence to throw. Connecting with a running back, Javonte Williams. And the Jags are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
But with the score where it is, you're not thinking field goals right now. You need touchdowns. So that was a much-needed conversion there on 3rd down.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. Given 3 on the gain there, 2nd and goal. Williams is in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And it's 17-7. So that drive spans 13 plays. And it was capped off by a Javonte Williams touchdown. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So here is Washington now to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Looking to throw. Reeves. And he will find Winslow. That's complete. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's Richardson. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 41-yard line.
To throw on second down. Reeves. Ertz over the middle. First target, first catch, and a first down.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On first down, Reeves. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Back to the ground with Gibson. And he is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 43-yard line. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. They run with Richardson. A nice little juke. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
On the ground, here's Richardson again. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
On second down, a run with Gibson.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
Washington on third down.
They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. Here it's 3rd and 2. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Jags grab it, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th.
Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. They trail by 2 scores in the 4th, and their defense did its job getting the fumble recovery. Now time to see what this offense has left in the tank.
Following the fumble recovery, Lawrence throwing middle, and it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down.
And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. Now the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up second down.
Now Lawrence. The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
This one swung out to Williams. Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Here's Brian Anger now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And here comes Westbrook. Now a hit and a loose football.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer, and put your defense in a bad spot.
Back onto the field now, the Commanders' offense. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. Throwing to start the drive. Reeves. It's caught. Beckham. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 2nd down. Off play action. Reeves. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes. And that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
And now some disagreement down on that sideline. The red flag is out, and we're going to get a challenge. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. Here's Richardson. And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Washington going to send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10. At their own 18. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Williams. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. To throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence. Screen play set up for Williams. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. And he wisely will throw that one away. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away. Well, the incompletion, but now we also have an injured player. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throw complete there, Rodgers. And he's stopped up short of the 1st as they tackle him down at about the 36.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Here we go. Gotta have it. Lawrence.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jags come up empty on 4th down.
And Washington will take control of the football in great field position.
But down 2 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to go for it. They must have thought they had a play to dial up that they could get it. It didn't work out.
They must have thought, as you pointed out, they had a play, and they were probably looking at the number of possessions that they thought were left in the game. And down 2 scores, they must have felt like they couldn't risk not taking a shot here and giving up that chance.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Reeves. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Reeves. This one caught by Winslow. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
Personal foul. Unnecessary running.
Well, trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that personal foul, that only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not going to help you at this stage of the game.
Up the middle they go. It's Richardson. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line.
He was brought down at that 8-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up
2nd and 5. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Reeves. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. And his kick is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7.
So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
This one fielded at the 5. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
On 1st down, Lawrence.
Forced out to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Lawrence will throw. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. With 3rd down coming up. On 3rd down, Lawrence.
He completes it to Tate. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That's good for 28 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Again, it's Lawrence. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Wide open receiver, complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set them up 1st and goal. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. 1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal back. And this is caught down for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Another drive coming up for this Washington offense. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see him take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their 1st timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll run again with Richardson. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Reeves. He'll get this one complete to Winslow. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a 1st down for Washington on a pickup of 11. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Richardson. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Washington about to close this one out as they are down to a knee. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for the Commanders, the victory moves them to 7-1 on the year. And they will hit the road next week.